Hello, my name is Jamal Moss, and I am a fourth-year medical student at Meharry Medical College. I'm originally from the east side of Charlotte, North Carolina, but I grew up there with my three younger brothers and my mom in the community of Greer Heights. When I was young, I had a passion for science, and originally I wanted to be a dentist. My grandmother told people, or actually still tells people to this day, that I was the only kid she knew who actually liked going to the dentist. But I kind of like to say, I think it's what we did after the dentist that I like, because you know, you either go to like Wendy's or McDonald's and you get to go back to school and brag. But from a very early age, I was very interested in STEM or science. I felt like I had a calling to do medicine around the 10th grade. And it was in the back of my head. I had read books. I read books such as Brain Surgeon by Dr. Keith Black. I've also read The Pact as well, which spoke about the experience of Black men within medicine. But I would say it really wasn't probably until the 11th grade when I made that final decision, like this is something that I'm serious about. And what made it serious to me is I actually started telling people that this was an aspiration of mine, and they helped support me just by doing anything that they could. Well, growing up, I definitely had a group of mentors and teachers who influenced me and definitely made an impact on me and got me to this point. One of the first ones that I could think about is Miss Stevenson, my 10th grade biology teacher. I don't know, she just saw me. I felt non-judged. She didn't make me feel weird for not knowing these things or any of the information. She got me excited to learn biology, to learn about cells and multicellular organisms. And I don't know, it did something to me. Outside of that, I had an amazing English teacher my 11th grade year who really got me interested and focused on English again, and reminded me how important writing is, especially as someone who wants to go into medicine and who wants to go into policy. Those are skills that are definitely necessary. And other mentors that I've gotten along the way, especially through college, oh man, I've gotten so many mentors through college, especially as a low-income student. There were a few times during undergrad where I had to stay on campus during Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I've had plenty of folks invite me over to their homes for Thanksgiving and make sure that I felt secure and comfortable, although I couldn't be with my family. For the most part, I felt like my future was really defined by the borders of Greertown. I would honestly say the biggest push for me to go to college was just to experience something new. I wanted to meet people from who have different backgrounds. I wanted to see different places. I wanted to experience different things. And I knew that if I could go to college, that would be a catalyst, or in a sense, to get me to those places or to those things even faster. I did not know about Meharry until I applied to medical school. And a really cool story, I actually worked at a heart and vascular hospital in North Carolina right after graduating from undergrad. And at the time I was working as a clinical research coordinator. So essentially I was helping a group of doctors organize their clinical research trials related to the heart or the vasculature system. And I met the first African-American doctor to integrate that hospital, and he was a Meharry grad. And I first learned about him, I learned about his legacy, I learned about his story, and I was like, man, he's pretty cool. And this Meharry place, this sounds awesome. I did more research about it, and I learned about the legacy and history of Meharry and how powerful and how much of a staple it is in the community. And after that, I realized that that was some place that I wanted to be. My education at Meharry has influenced me to give back in my community in a very specific way. And for me, that's actually to build a health and wellness center in Greertown, or in Greer Heights, where I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the reason that's so important for me is because, one, at Meharry, I've seen how if folks, especially the underserved, aren't getting the resources that they need, how we're seeing differences in outcomes. We're seeing those inequities in health outcomes. I am the first person in my family to graduate from college and to also go to medical school. It's like a dream come true, but at the same time, I know that this is not just about me. And I don't take that lightly. This is about my family. I joke with my family, like, this is our medical degree. You know, they also put in blood, sweat, and tears to get me to this point. My mom has been on the phone with me countless nights when I told her I was stressed. I don't know if I can do this anymore. My brothers, they've heard how stressed I was, but they've also seen me at my worst, and they've also poured into me at my worst, and I appreciate them for that. So this is our degree, and I'm so proud to be able to say that. And again, I don't take that lightly, I take that with pride. I would like to thank Meharry Medical College, the Black College Fund, and the United Methodist Church for not only their financial support, but also their spiritual support.